Now before we get into this video, make sure to wait till the very end. I'm going to talk to you guys about some stuff that's been going on and where I've been, so make sure to check that out. Let's begin. Okay, so this is going to sound really freaky. I think it's fake myself. Maybe I was just seeing stuff. My friend who I know in real life about 20 minutes ago called me on Discord. It was kind of random, so I just accepted it, and he switched it to his camera. Now this is where it's going to seem really fake, but I swear this happened. I was playing my game before I noticed that he put on his camera, and when I realized, he was pointing it at someone. The camera view kinda looked weird, like it was in a pouch or a backpack, and for some reason I like to stand up sometimes when I'm typing or looking through something closely. I noticed the person he was pointing at was me. It only showed my back, and as soon as I turned around and turned back to my PC, he left the call. This sounds really fake, but I don't know. Behind me is my backpack, and one of the pouches are pointed at me. Nothing was there unless I missed something. But yeah, this stuff sounds fake to me as well, but I'm 99% that it was real. He just went offline after the call, and I hadn't heard anything for the rest of the night. I was up late last night, watching TV when my cell phone rings. It was my friend Maria, asking for a ride. I was confused at first because she has a car. Maria is 30 years old and a female. So here's the story. She starts explaining to me that she met this guy on Tinder, good-looking 35-year-old. They have decided to meet at a nightclub. Maria took an Uber because she was planning on drinking, and also the guy said that he would give her a ride home. Anyways, it's Saturday night, past 10 p.m. She gets there first, and eventually he arrives. Let's call him Rob. So Maria and Rob have a good connection. They dance and flirt a little. He doesn't drink because he's her ride home. Around 12:30 a.m., Maria and Rob decide to call it a night. They get in his car and he starts to drive. Maria gives him directions to her house, which is a couple of cities away. He tells her that he wants to take her to a nice view area. She agrees, not thinking much about it. After like 20 minutes or so, she realized that they were driving and have been for a long time, and there's not much around. So she realized that he was taking her to a remote area, if you could say. By the way, my friend is very paranoid. She's a very paranoid person, and she's also really into the murder shows. Anyways, she spots a gas station and tells him she needs to use the bathroom. He seems a bit annoyed, but takes her anyway. He parked the car and gets out too. He says he's buying some cigarettes. As they were walking in, he grabs her by the butt and squeezes hard and whispers in her ear, "I'm gonna hit it so hard tonight." Side note, keep in mind that the gas station is closed. It's only an older guy at the window. This was my phone conversation between me and her. She gets inside the bathroom, and that's where she calls me. She sounds scared and I felt nervous for her safety. She begged me to come pick her up. I tell her to call the cops, but she refused. She's whispering to the phone and telling me that she has no clue where they are. I tell her to click the maps on her iPhone and that it would tell her the location. She tells me she's about 1 hour away from home. She also tells me that there's nothing but green around the map, which indicates just trees and hills. She snapped a picture of the Google Maps and sent it to me. I tell her to stay in the bathroom, that I'm on my way. Suddenly I hear in the background, the guy. She tells me he wants to use the bathroom too. She tells me to hold on, and I hear the door open, and he tells her to wait outside while he does his business. I hear the door slam and the footsteps right after. Out of breath, she starts talking to me. She said that she was running away. She's on the side of the road running in the direction they came from. I tell her to hide behind some trees if there are any. I'm already driving at this point. After like 10 minutes, she tells me that she can hear a car. She hides behind some trees and tells me that it's him. The car has its lights off and is driving slow. At this point, she starts to ask me what to do. I tell her she needs to call the police, but she doesn't listen. I don't know why, but she just started going back to the gas station. She tells me that she's on low battery, so we agreed that she was going to hang up and I'll be calling her when I'm nearby. I'm finally in the area after like 45 minutes on the road, and I spot a car with a guy inside, and I immediately realized who it was. I avoided eye contact because I didn't want to look suspicious. I called my friend, and she answered right away. I tell her that I'm only like 2 minutes away, and I tell her that I spotted the guy, and he is probably still looking for her. I tell her I'm going to pretend to pump gas. She tells me that she's hiding behind the trees across from the gas station. I tell her to stay there. I tell her that he will probably come back to see what I'm doing. I have an earpiece on and a hoodie. I'm trying to avoid any attention that I'm talking to anyone on the cell phone. I don't know why, but I knew this guy was following me back to the gas station. As I'm standing outside of the car, pretending to pump, he pulled in. I immediately got nervous. He parked in the back close to the bathroom. My friend said that she saw him too. She said that she's able to make a run towards my car without being seen. I tell her to go for it. Run as fast as you can. I see her running towards my car, wearing a short dress and heels in hand. I kept an eye on him without making it obvious. He goes inside of the bathroom and closes the door. I let her know to start running even faster if she can. She jumps in the back seat and lays down on the floor. I jumped into the front seat and pulled out as normal as I could at a regular speed, trying not to bring any attention. I hear my friend from behind me trying to catch her breath. She keeps saying, thank you so much. I tell her it's gonna be okay. After like 10 minutes, she sits up, tells me how he was calling her like crazy while on the phone with me. She blocked him and we called it a night. Eventually we got home safe without any car following behind. Today is the next day. She called me this morning while at work and told me that he knows where she works. Apparently the phone rang when she answered, and there was silence on the other side. She tells me that she's convinced that it's him. Yes, she told him where she works. She then asked me if I could go past her parking lot where she works to see if he's there. I told my boyfriend all about last night, and he agreed to come with me. Also, I don't want to drive my car and be recognized. I'm driving to her workplace as I'm typing this. I'll keep you updated if anything happens. Don't trust all those guys or girls on Tinder. This is kind of a spoiler for the people who aren't caught up on the No Sleep podcast, or just don't listen to it. But here we go anyway. It was episode 22 of season 12, and I was in my bedroom, alone, of course. They were telling some pretty generic stories, if I had to say, when I heard something strange. It was on the story. A car accident can change everything was the title. I was feeling like I was making a big deal out of nothing, so I just said to myself, I can relate and confirm this is true. Then I thought, If I commented that on anything related to a car crash on Reddit, I would get attacked. It isn't wrong though, so I was at least thinking logically. The story started slow, creepy, and music was playing like usual. Nothing I was freaked out by because the No Sleep podcast does the dramatic effects. I was sitting there just about to shut my eyes when I heard a scream. Confused, I went back a bit to see if it was on the podcast or not. I was praying it was just some dramatic effect in the podcast, but to my horror, it wasn't in the podcast. It came from my kitchen. Of course, I'm not going to investigate because I'm not an idiot. Instead, I tried to ignore it to the best of my ability. Then it happened again. I was concerned but very confused. Bad part is I live alone. Nothing for me to worry about too much because I have noisy neighbors that probably already made an angel cry with how loud they are. I thought one of them was drunk or something and hurt themselves. Did I mention that I live in an apartment on the bad side of town? No. I believed what my mind thought, turned on the podcast, closed my eyes, and tried to drift off. But I heard the scream again. This time, it was coming from what sounded from my closet. Immediately, I jumped up from my bed. The closet door was creaking. My house is oddly built, and the doors aren't on the right things, so I had a lock on my closet door. Then it looked like someone was trying to open my closet door from the inside. I said to it, "Stay back. Don't come out of my closet, you screaming freak." Probably not my best idea to yell that. I grabbed my phone, paused the podcast, and called the police. They investigated the house and looked in the closet, did the whole shindig, and I just sat there, shaking. To this day, I will never open my closet again. I really hope that it was on the podcast, but I wasn't that lucky. Now, if you've made it to the end of this video, I'm going to explain a few things that have been going on in my absence and everything like that. I'm going to keep it very brief and no details because it's still a situation that's going on. I've been dealing with something when it comes to a work-related situation, and it was proven to be false. And it's a very severe situation. Like, the severity is it could be life-changing. So, it's still going on, and I'm just dealing with it day by day. I didn't do anything wrong, obviously, but other people are trying to act like I did. And, when push comes to shove, the truth will be shown. And I'm still dealing with it, so if my schedule for a little bit is a little bit wonky, I just wanted to apologize. So hopefully you'll understand. I'm not saying that it will, and I'm not saying that it won't affect my upload schedule. But it's definitely, if I really am honest, it's definitely it's done a number to me. And it's sad to say, but some people just, when push comes to shove, the truth will be shown. So hopefully it'll be done and over with, because fun fact, I deal with a lot of stress and anxiety, like a ridiculous amount. And on top of that, I've got some medical stuff going on. I've got dental stuff going on, if that makes sense. I guess that kind of goes into medical, but whatever. But yeah, I could honestly use a little bit of support. Like, really. It's kind of got me in a messed up mood. And it's been like this for at least a week now. So hopefully you guys will understand, and this is not me saying goodbye or anything. Content's still gonna be coming, and it's gonna stay coming. I'm not giving up or anything like that. But just know, I do appreciate every single one of you that have watched my videos or subscribed, or anything like that, just know I really, really do appreciate it. It really means a lot. And hopefully one day I can actually make this a career, because I would love to have this as my career. I've been watching horror narrations since I was in like middle school, and that was a long, long time ago. I honestly, like, through high school, everything like that, I was watching Corpse, I was watching Mr. Nightmare, I was watching back when Unit 522 was like very small, if that makes sense. I've been around this community for God knows how long, but I'm just now starting. So hopefully from now on it'll actually like continue and grow, and I'm just really trying to grow, and I could use all the help that I can get. So I do truly, truly, truly want to say thank you for everything that you guys have given me. We just hit, I think it was 666 subscribers, which of course it's that number, but it's a milestone. It's a very big milestone. I've only been doing this for 5 months, like only 5 months, and I'm just so thankful to grow as fast as I have, and I couldn't have done it without any of you. I appreciate you guys, like, really honestly do. I really do. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And hopefully, you guys will grow with me. Hopefully I can change somebody's day. Hopefully I can change somebody's week. But with that being said, thank you for watching. And also, like, comment, and if you're new to the channel and you actually just listen to this rant / appreciation, I guess you could say, I do want to say thank you, and hopefully you'll subscribe. We're doing nothing but growing, and it's pretty quick. I'm honestly shocked. I never saw myself getting past 100 subscribers, let alone 50. But just knowing that, like, I can bring this content for you, and all of you appreciate it so much. I think I've only ever had like 1 or 2 bad comments, and now this is gonna be like upload 77, including shorts. So I do want to say once again, thank you. And if you want to follow me on any of my socials, anything like that, or just submit a story, my Gmail, Instagram, Twitter, everything like that is in my description. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Now always remember, stay safe, stay scary, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm probably not even gonna edit this outro. I want you guys to kind of see, like, me, if that makes sense. But yeah, okay, love you, thank you, and bye.